I'm being truthfully honest, I only recorded once and that completely got cut off. I think it's because my battery just went to complete battery saver. That is the only thing I could really say that's the reason why, but I'm starting to get a little bit nervous, man, because guess what? If that continues happening, especially like, dude, like I could be recording for an hour and that just cuts off, I will be pretty mad. But whatever, right? We'll figure out what it is later on. I really can't tell you what it is, but um, I know I did tell you guys I was going to be recording at this cafe, but I just ended up pretty much doing some back testing by myself. And we'll talk about we're up, I think 2K from where we left off. We left off somewhere. We had a good amount of trades that we found. I think we traded like 2 or 3 days. I don't remember, but we did. What the dude? What? I don't know why, dude. I really am gonna invest in a new laptop when we get our first payout because this is pretty annoying. Yeah, we traded a bit. I just didn't want to actually record mainly because it was super loud, and two, I had my girlfriend reading right next to me, so I didn't want to bother her too much. And yeah, all these other things. I was pretty tired as well. I'm still tired, but I already took my pre-workout, so it's not really a big deal. But I just want to get straight away. I just need to stop yapping about pretty much what we're okay, whatever, right? Proverbs 18. I was going to talk about where are we at? I think I wanted to talk about Proverbs 18:11. I remember reading this. I need to start reading earlier because every time I read these proverbs late at night, I'm completely dead wasted and I'm not really putting too much attention to it. Still am though, right? Proverbs 18:11. Okay, the wealth of the rich is their fortified city. They imagine it a wall. Oh, they imagine it a wall too high to scale. Okay, and I put be delusional because this kind of when I think about this, when I hear this, I'm not listening to ASAP Rocky while we are reading these proverbs, dude, because he is absolutely crazy. All right, Proverbs 18:12. Okay, before down. Oh wait, sorry. Proverbs 18:11. Sorry. The wealth of the rich is their fortified city. They imagine it a wall too high to scale. AKA, pretty much, they're they're delusional. Okay, this is kind of telling me when I read this, I was like, be delusional because why? They imagine a wall too high to scale. Okay, they want to reach something that's seems impossible to them, but they know they're going to be delusional and they're going to keep thinking it's possible. Okay, I don't know how to explain it. The reason why their city is so fortified is because their wall was too high to scale to them, right? So they keep being delusional. They keep having these ambitions. And obviously, Proverbs 14:23 talks about hard work because manifestation without anything, being delusional without anything, any work backing up that you are proceeding to this level of your life, then it's completely pretty much nothing, right? That being said, let's just go and start with this prayer, okay? Father, in the name of the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Lord Father, I want to thank you for keeping this viewer safe, Father. I want to thank you for allowing them to continue backtesting, continue making errors, Lord Father. I want to thank you for continuing to allow them to make failure, Lord Father. As we know, when we go through failure, we are humiliated and we are embarrassed and we are open to several opportunities, Lord Father. As we know, every failure is a step closer to success. Although it seems like a step back, it actually is a step closer so long as we get the right steps after we find a failure. We don't just ignore, we simply learn from our errors, okay, Father? So we thank you, Lord Father, for giving us courage, giving us the strength, giving us the ambition, just allowing us to be delusional, just waking up, allowing us to wake up today, Lord Father. As we know, a lot of people did not make it today. A lot of people did not make it to today where I speak as of right now, Lord Father. So, Father, we want to thank you for allowing us to wake up and continue chasing ambition, Lord Father. I want to thank you for allowing us to continue, allowing us to laugh, live, love, everything, Lord Father. That being said, Father, thank you for keeping the circle safe of the viewer. Thank you for keeping them safe in general. And keep them safe. Continue to keep them safe, Lord Father. Whatever struggle, whatever sin they're battling with, Lord Father, I ask you convict them. You take away something that's so valuable, so they realize who they are with their old skin off, Lord Father, and allow them to find new skin. Let's give them away from their old skin, Lord Father. That being said, Father, keep me safe. Convict me if I need any convicting, Lord Father. Allow me to continue growing. And I want to thank you for everything, Father, and the viewer as well. And that being said, thank you for the hands to continue praying. Father, in the name of the Son and the Holy Spirit. Amen. All right, let's get straight into this because we got some work to do. All right. So, well, we don't really have much work to do. Let's see here. So, yeah, I pretty much backtested a good amount, but we ended up making a good amount of profit. I low-key don't remember where I left off. Oh, you know what? I know how to tell if... Oh, no, but I don't have the full screenshot thing. Yikes. Oh, wait. I could just go on Files, Screenshots, and look at the dates. So today is the 7/21, so it looks like 7/21, 7/21, 7/20. How many trades did I find? 7/20, 7/20, 7/21. This is the first one. It is, what day is this? This looks like a February 20, Thursday, February 20. All right, cool. So it looks like I did go a few days without you guys. Looks like I went a whole 7 days without you guys, a whole week. Not a big deal. We'll just start from here. I think this was, let's see. I don't remember what this was. I'm going to just zoom past it. Oh, not that. Go back. I already know my profitability. I'm happy with that profitability rate, by the way. I just want to look at the exact executions that I took right here. Thursday 20. Oops. Thursday 20. Let's try right here. So, I think we left off on a loss yesterday. Looks like we took a long. I'm supposing, yeah, I took a long, and we sold at the top at 10 right here. Looks like this was a W right here. I guess I took a long pushing into this PD array. I think it was a W. I don't even remember. I wish there was a way to tell me whether it was a stop loss or a take profit. But I think I took profit because clearly it looks like it's a red candle. Most likely it was a take profit. So it looks like I took a long off a break of structure to the same side. And oh, no. I remember this. This was actually a loss. Yeah, I remember this trade. Was it a loss? Fuck. Thursday 20, Thursday 20, Thursday 20, Thursday 20, Thursday 20, Thursday 20. Why am I listening to nothing? Or am I listening? Yeah. Hold on, give me a second, man. Oh, you know. Oh my god, my girlfriend just sent the funniest photo to the fucking group chat of me fucking my friend, bro. With no context, that's actually crazy what I just said. Hold on. Oh my god, with no context, that sounds absolutely crazy. So it looks like Thursday 20. Sorry about that, I got distracted. Let's see right here. Let's check it out. No, I guess we took profit. So yeah, we took a break of structure, retracing back into there. Okay, cool. Second day, I know I had a loss. So from Thursday 20. Okay, so the next day was a win. The day after that was a loss. Thursday 20. Friday 21. Looks like we took a W here. Looks like we took a buy order. Break of structure. Oh, this was it. Wait, let me see. Let's see. We had this untouched PD array up here. Yeah, we took a long. We just hit take profit on that. Obviously, further continued higher. I mean, regardless, if we didn't end up taking this trade, there was this beautiful short somewhere. This beautiful short right here that we could have taken. So regardless, it would have been a W. And this day right here, I tried taking a. Yeah, this is the one that did not go to my favor. And this is where I took a loss. Ideally, it looks like I got stopped out, and then price proceeded to take profit. But we got stopped out here, I believe. All right, Monday 24. Yeah, we took a loss at 7:30. This is the trade we took right here. Looks like price did proceed my way eventually, though, unfortunately. So it is what it is at the end of the day. That was just a break of structure. And right here, it looks like I took a short? Or did I take a buy order? Kind of confused what I took here. Looks like 225. I don't even know what to tell you what I took here. Okay, let's just look. We broke structure to the same side. I'm trying to find what exactly I took. Oh, no. I remember now. I'm sorry. So, I was actually supposed to long. Oh, I was supposed to short it. Okay, wait, hold on. So, the reason why it's here, I was at the actual trade I took was right here, okay? Price was uptrending, right? We broke structure to the upside. We let the first candle distribute. We have a double bullish candlestick pattern. The area of retracement is sized enough completely, so we took a short off that. Okay, that's exactly why I marked that out. The reason why it's like this is because I was like, oh my god, I skipped too far forward, and I realized this is the trade I would have taken, so I just went back and put it in, okay? And then, yeah, that was that. That was the trade we took over there. I did screenshot it, and then as of today, 25, and then the 26, which is right. What the heck is going on, dude? Are we serious? I don't know why it does this, bro. Bro, look at this shit. Like, are we serious, bro? Alright. Looks like I took a short. I don't know why it says I took two. Oh, did I enter? What the heck am I looking at here? Well, I took a short off this. I don't remember shorting it. I don't know why it says sell up here. But we took a short here. I don't know why there's two executions here. I don't remember entering on two executions here. What the heck? Wait, let me make sure I didn't accidentally take two trades. And then I think that's it, right? I haven't found a trade yet. Okay, why does it say I took 2 trades here? I better not taking 2 trades in one day. I remember I was joking around. I did take 2. Oh shit. I guess I was just that tired. Holy crap. Dude, I didn't realize. Well, this is a break of my rules, but I guess whatever, right? Kind of makes me feel a little bit weird. I guess I took 2 trades. I remember I was like, the reason why is because I got distracted with my girlfriend. I was just like, hey, dude, like, you want to click a button for me? And she was like, sure. So I let her click the button. And yeah, I guess I just kind of just let her do the thing. I did not mean to take that trade, but regardless, it was a W. It is what it is. Okay, let's continue. Let me just drink my lechita. I'm actually curious now. So I took this short, and I'm supposing I ended up taking this short right here, I guess. And I guess this is where I was just like, hey, babe, like, you want to take a short? You want to take a trade for me? And then, yeah, I ended up doing that. But I guess I was just so tired. Literally earlier today, I was in like 3-4 hours of sleep. Didn't realize that. Whatever. All right, now we're in this day, okay? We have not found any single trade here. Clearly, price is downtrending. I don't know what I was doing here. Oh, this is just a retracement back to the area breakup structure since price retraction the same side. That's what I was looking at here, okay? Let's continue. And I would preferably like to short off of this since price did not retrace right away. But obviously, I'm not going to short off of this because that is not the model I'm looking for. Let's just move that there. There you go, right there. I prefer to short this. The reason why is because price did not retrace, meaning price could be seeking out liquidity, and we don't really see a big wick at the bottom, meaning that we did sweep some prominent liquidity. But let's see what price does. Yeah, let's see what price does. Yep. Regardless, we'll not want to take the short, so it doesn't even matter. Cool. 2, 3. Now it looks like we swept some liquidity. And then that's when I would be like, okay, maybe we could possibly long or just continue lower. It clearly looks like we swept out liquidity. Obviously, I want to take this long. It's a break of my rules to take a trade that does not correlate with what I see. Let's see, there you go. Super liquidity was prominent. There we go. Would have been full TP, fill with fair value gap, could have been our target. All right, cool. So then, wait, let me make sure this is this Thursday. Yeah, so this is a tradable day. Pretty heavy in the volatility, but still tradable. My high is all the way up here. Cool. All right, we see price is now officially inversing this, but rejecting off this first presented PD array. Meaning, okay, well, we pretty much close inside, meaning we're likely going to fill it. Would I want to short this? Probably not. No, I would not want to short this. But this would be a potential short, right? We're in a downtrend. So there's a lot of things against here that makes you not really want to take this trade. So the reason why this trade would go short is because we have this potential PD array forming, okay? We have this potential PD array forming, and you could say that we do have liquidity laying at this PD array right here, which is now an IFG. So there's liquidity. We're in a downtrend. We're forming a potential PD array. There's clearly limit orders resting here. Now, why wouldn't this trade work? Well, we just inverted this for value gap, meaning that we're low-key likely in some bullish order flow. We're likely going to form a PD array, okay? And if we do form that PD array, meaning we're in new order flow, and now we're also closing inside. So if we respected the 50% equilibrium of this for value gap, I'm expecting a retracement, okay? But that being said, let's just see what price does, and we'll just shut up. Okay? There you go. So it looks like, could have you longed this shit? Yes, you could have. Yeah, longed it. So it looks like the bullish side was more prominent. I would say, yeah, the close on the fair value gap and us not even tapping into the 50% equilibrium encroachment line of the first presented fair value gap adds confluence. There you go. That's where I would likely expect price to retrace, and it looks like we did push a very significant amount off that encroachment line. Do we push lower? Possibly. I'm not supposed to move that, actually. I'm supposed to move that back down there. I'll go back down. That's what I want to move back down. Just gonna move right there. Let's see if price does reject off that. Oh shit, I skipped too far, didn't I? I'm not gonna do that. Whatever. Guys, I'm nervous. I have my job interview tomorrow. JOB, man. Life's tough, man. I got a JOB now. Alright, cool. Now, okay. Okay, let's talk about this. Oh, fuck, I don't like this trade, man. I do not like this trade at all, man. It's very, very indecisive. 7 ticks at the top. So we're looking for the bottom to be at least... Okay, it's indecisive, meaning I would not trade this trade. Hypothetically, I'm hyperventilating and not paying attention to the wicks, and I accidentally press short out of just pure anxiety. The reason why I did not want to take this trade, well, obviously it's an indecisive candle, meaning price is equal on both sides, so I can't really determine whether retail traders are going to be like, oh my god, it's clearly telling us to short. There's going to be a billion of fucking retail traders. The reason why I didn't want to take this trade is we're already pretty much closing inside of this fair value gap. We just inverse this fair value gap. We already took out the liquidity. So I think it's more ideal that price will likely push up than go short off. But so let's see. See the price is. I don't even know what the heck that did. It looks like we would have hit TP though, I'm not going to lie. Price consolidates and you end up hitting take profit. Great, cool. So it does make me feel a little bit better knowing that if I was like, oh my god, it would have ended up being fine, which makes me do feel a little bit better. Okay, I'm just making sure, man. That makes sense. It's going to continue. I'll just leave that there. Let's go to 7. I'm going to go to sleep soon. I'm pretty tired. I kind of want to just sleep in tonight. Today. I gotta leave my house at like 2 o'clock. I'm going to be there like at 3:10, 3:15. Probably just wake up early. I have not traded live market in a while. I'm not going to lie, man. Sorry, guys, got it mixed up. But yeah. Let's see here. Alright, cool. 1, 2, 3. Jeez, bro. And then you see rejection off, I don't know what exactly. This first presented PD array. Okay. This is where Mr. Daniel would short. Okay. This is where I would short. And if it's a loss, then it's likely a large amount of rejection was already absorbed. I am liking how we are displacing back into this PD array though, which is good. I'm not liking how the 50% encroachment is resting right around where I would expect to take profit. Ooh, that's perfect, actually. That is right, perfect. That is exactly what I like to see. Okay, so this trade does make me feel a little bit better because we're clearly rejecting off this. That's a pretty decent rejection candle. We're closing inside of this fair value. We have not hit the 50% encroachment line. This is the first presented fair value gap, likely meaning we will run through this fair value gap. We're pushing here, or at least just respect the 50% encroachment. It looks like my take profit is exactly at the touch of the encroachment. So if anything, we're just going to be end up bottom wicking this if we do take profit. The reason on the 5-minute, we clearly have a bearish candle pointing down towards this PD array, aka where these limit orders are, and this PD array. We're downtrending. Okay, we have not broken structure to the upside. We just swept out this high, tapped into this PD array, so there's clearly a lot of sellage going on here. I'm feeling pretty confident about this trade, meaning I'm going to take it. But if it doesn't end up working, I think I could see why. Let's just shut up and see what price does. Stop loss set to 7, take profit set to 10. This is a pretty heavy volatile day. 7:25. There's no news. This is very, very volatile day. Yeah, we also disrespected this IFG, which is pretty cool as well. So let's just see what price does. Enough yap about it. Nobody. Okay, immediate take profit. Okay, I got confused. So the reason why, well, if you want to pay attention more over here, we also had this IFG that we completely disrespected. We filled it, and we disrespected it completely. We closed literally pretty much below, if not on, the end of the touch of the IFG. We have this PD array, disrespected. We're closing inside, 50% encroachment. The area that we're most likely to respect completely ends up being disrespected regardless. Where would I say likely we're going to hold to? Probably the fill of this for value gap or just make a low in this and just, yeah, see what price does. Okay, I don't know what we just tapped into, but it provides some type of liquidity. Let's see if we push lower. Okay, this is where I would say break even and hold possibly. Then I think you'd be stopped out, break-even. There you go. Okay, cool, whatever. And then you'd be stopped out. Okay, that's very interesting. And it looks like some people got stopped out for a little. All right, cool, interesting, whatever, right? We took our profit. Now I need to screenshot this. Guys, I'm telling you, man, when it comes to backtesting, I'm goated. I'm really goated at backtesting. But when it comes to live trading, when I'm like literally dead. Oh my god. When it comes to live backtesting, I literally don't have enough time to genuinely grab my emotions together, but it's really complicated, man. It's really complicated. So this is the 1 minute. Let's go and screenshot the 5 minute. The reason why we took this trade is it's a bearish candle into a PD array. And that is that right there. Let's go and continue right there. Upload this to Drive. How are my video? Oh, Sam's butt cheeks. That's me right there. This is my homie Sam and his butt cheeks. They're so fat. Did we do it? Did we upload all of them? No, I need all of these, and my camera's at 16%. I don't know if they're gonna completely end up uploading completely. I need to start on this video tonight, dude. I got a lot of work to do tonight. Where are my screenshots? My freaking laptop is really making like the craziest sounds right now. It's like trying to survive what's happening. Cool, we got another win. Thursday, 27. 2/27/25. It's a win. And then we just had that. And then we found this trade exactly at what time? 7:25. I don't know why we're seeing so many opportunities. Dude, if I go into my old, there was not this many opportunities, especially in February. Or just in general. How many trades is this so far? This is like almost every day. I don't remember seeing the amount of... Am I trading? Yes. Dude, I don't remember seeing this many opportunities when I went back. And back. We're serious again, bro. I don't know why this keeps doing that. Alright, whatever. Alright, this is the 1 minute. And you need the link. And then it's the 1 minute. And then, oh my god, no, that. Copy the link. Paste it. And then we go here. This is the 1 minute. This is the 5 minute. Pretty simple strategy. Downtrend, PD array from pointed towards the current trend. All these other confluences adding up upon each other. Yada yada. Right, whatever. All right, cool. W. Let's go and continue. See if we find any other potential trade. So that kind of makes me feel better because that trade we took is pretty much this trade. So we're just like pretty much one winning trade ahead, which isn't really ideal, but whatever. All right, so price ends up making a double bullish candlestick pattern in a downtrend. We just inversed this for value, but we are touching the first percentage for value, meaning there will likely be a retrace back into here and pushing lower, maybe filling this for value. Depends. I really would not want to take this long off 5 minute structure alone, but we know that, well, guess what? We just inversed this PD array. There's likely limit orders resting here, right? There's likely limit orders resting here. We are respecting the first percentage for value gap, which is also close to a IFEG. If we tapped into the IFEG, that would be just even more confluence. But we are respecting that first percentage for value gap. We just the thing is that it is against me is that we clearly had enough sellage going on to completely invalidate this fair value gap, but that does mean that there's limit orders here, okay? So that could mean that we're going to push back down and fill this now. I really don't know what to tell you yet. Regardless, this isn't a trade I would take, but I could see why I would go long, and I could see why I would go short. Okay? On the 1 minute, this looks like the 1 minute alone. Okay, on the 1 minute, it's a little bit more chaotic. We just swept this low. And there is a good amount of buying power, meaning the buying power could end soon. We also tapped into this PD array, which is even more confluence. And we do have these PD array. We have this PD array up here. Okay, this one's really interesting. We're just going to have to see what happens. I mean, I would not take this, but rejection. Okay. I can see why this is rejection. 5 minute, we inverse this. Clearly lots of sellage. We respected this IFEG. I mean, this fair value gap. Let's just see what happens, dude. If enough gap. I really just need to see what's the total movement of this candle. Okay. We pushed into this area of support more. And then price pushes towards where? Possible limit. We're just resting. Now it's pushing higher. What is in here? Looks like we're rejecting off this PD array that got inversed. Very interesting. So it looks like price swept this low and then rejected off that when we tapped into this PD array as well. Very, very interesting. Okay, whatever. Not a trade I would want to take regardless. So just roll up there. All right, let's continue. We got this high and this low. Lower high is made. I should probably start drawing these out before I completely forget. All right, let's continue. We got a low. Nothing interesting going on. Break of structure to what? The same side. And we do have a little bullish buying power coming in. This would be a long. Obviously, I would not want to take this long. All the PD arrays that were pretty important to me were tapped into. We have seen price actually fluctuate the way that I want it to do, the way I want it to move. When we see price tap into these PD arrays before, that price already tapped into these PD arrays at least. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired. I guess you could say we are pushing into this rejection block right here. Oh, no. Oh, no, yeah. This is a rejection. We had this low, we swept in, we turned bullish. This is kind of a rejection block. I'm not a big fan of this trade. But let's see what price does. Who cares? It looks like we would have ended up doing what? I don't even know what to tell you. What we would have ended up doing. Would have been stopped out right away and take profit. Not really a proud trade regardless, so it doesn't matter. Alright, cool. Now price is telling me it wants to seek out liquidity. Possibly down here. To where these possible buy orders are resting. Regardless, not a thing I would really look into. No, it looks like we just completely reject off this. Okay, interesting. We have a low now. We are rejecting off this PD array, meaning this is a likable short. And nope, but we do get this right here. Where is it? Nope, not that. Back again. Oh, we were done. Cool. I don't even have to do that. Alright, that makes me happy. Did screenshot everything right? Yes. Next slide, please. Let's move on. Oh my god. Oh, give me a sec. Holy moly, I just completely got distracted. I just posted on my story, Trader Sim, guys. I don't know why this video just hit 4 minutes ahead. I got distracted for a bit, but I just posted on my story just me talking about being delusional as fuck. Let's see here. I'm listening to Risk Rock, by the way. Rick Ross. Risk Rock. Rick Ross. Tradable day. Just gotta watch out for 645 volatility. What is going on, bro? Are we serious right now? What I usually do is just turn on trading. There you go. Okay. So, what do we see is going on in this market right here? 1, and then 2. There we go. What this price is done. Broke structure with this candle. Second candlestick retracement. Ended up working, actually. So we had a... Oh, no. This seems a little bit indecisive. It's a little bit difficult to tell. Okay. I'm so hungry. But I low-key just decided that I was just going to drink some milk because I don't really want to eat anything because then I'm going to get a lot of acid reflux. I'm not trying to get that happening. Alright, anyways. Why am I marking this out? This is a tap into a high time frame PD array. But we are respecting this area of resistance, so this could likely be a stop loss. No, looks like... Okay, to be fair, it looks like we did tap into it, and then we rejected all the way up, and then price pushed up, and then I guess that buying power did come towards an end, and price is reacting back into this PD array. Okay, that seems interesting to me. 3, 4, so I could see why this trade ended up actually working. Well, we clearly see, let me explain, sorry, I feel like I didn't explain myself completely there. So we know green candles, yeah, this would be a green candle, but in mine it's white, right? So we know this candle opened from the bottom. It's very likely that price pushed down, rejected off the area that we had clear support from, pushed up with all that support. We see prices wanting to come back down once more. Wanting to come back down once more to likely revisit the PD array, okay? Meaning whatever rejection we had was completely already absorbed. Meaning price did want to eventually push back down. And that's exactly what we saw. Alright, cool. What do we see here? Nothing tradable. Nothing interesting. Okay. Low. Sweep of a low. Nothing interesting. It looks like we have a sweep of a high. We don't have any PD array. Nope. Yeah, then we break structure. So this would be nothing interesting, actually. Just want to measure how many. This top wick is smaller than. So it looks like this is actually a bearish candle. Yeah, it looks like it's actually a bearish candle, not a bullish candle. Regardless, we get a break of structure to the opposing side, meaning I'd rather see price likely continue pushing higher. That's kind of what we saw. And then we have a potential short right here. I do like this short. I just have this news data high that price might sweep out and we might see rejection off that. Oh, I don't know how to feel about this one. So I'm looking out for this right here. Let's see what price does. So price might just sweep this and we might see price hopefully reject off that. If not, just continue lower. This is a potential trade though. I'll explain why. We broke structure to the opposing side. Clearly right here, we were in a downtrend. Then we see price move up, make this lower high, make this higher low. Price sweeps that low, price continues higher. We break structure to the opposing side. This is the candle that we broke structure with. This is the first candle that appeared after the break of structure, likely meaning that the second candle, after distributing, likely going to push back down here and probably stop this PD array from forming. We do have this area of liquidity though. I'm just hoping we reject off of it completely. It's a news data high. And then we do have London high not too far up, so we could be likely sweeping this. But there are times in markets where we don't even sweep a liquidity level that's this nearby sometimes, fun fact. Let's see. I'm not liking this trade. Ooh, that's kind of difficult. So if this trade doesn't go the way I expected it to, it is very likely because, well, we clearly see that we're actually in some bullish order flow. We broke structure, we left a fair value gap. That clearly tells me that price likely wants to sweep to this area of liquidity. Just hoping we could likely reject and push back into this imbalance and reject off that and continue higher. But I could see why it wouldn't work. Off the 1 minute, I could see why I wouldn't want to take it. But let's just learn from these losses, man. Stop loss set to 7, take profit is going to be set to 10. There you go. Let's see what price does. We're in profit. I don't want to take $1,000 profit. Can you? Okay, that made me a little bit upset. So exactly what ended up happening is we swept this news data high. I did not want to be in $1,000 profit because that would have been bad, but we completely rejected off that, so that's pretty good to know. And then price did proceed lower. Where could it be likely held? I would say the safest area would be to this PD array. Obviously, I'm not going to do that though. Taking my short profit, I'm calling it a day. I'm not going to want to take the whole move because that is just risky. I'm taking what I know I have data with that is likely to be giving me what I want. That made no sense. Don't doubt it, boys. Don't doubt it. That's my main rule. Okay, another one. We're currently on a win streak, which is good. But also not really good because we can't be winning forever, meaning there is likely going to be a losing streak soon. Are we serious, bro? Alright, 1 minute was screenshotted, 5 minute, just a simple reversal. Alright, then we go to my drive. Let's go here. Guys, I want to move to the Golden Coast so bad, bro. Like, you guys don't understand. When I tell you guys, you have to wake up at 8 or 9. And here we have to wake up at 6 in the morning, bro. That's so annoying, bro. Let's go upload these files. Dang, bro, we have made a lot of screenshots. It's not that I would die for it. Who am I sharing this with? Oh, I have access to anybody. Okay. I was like, who am I sharing this with, bro? Let's not do that. Hello? What the heck? What's... Are we serious? No, man. No. How do I know which one is the one that 22, 12, 21, 12, 20? Yeah, this is the trade I took. You just copy and paste that right there. Anybody with a link, copy the link. This is the 5-minute structure. When was this trade exactly? Ooh, I did not check. Okay, we're fine regardless. Yo, keychain gon' jangling. I wanna do major thing. MJ in every way. I just don't fade away. Guys, I'm gonna check my old data because I do not remember finding these many trades in February, bro. Where is... Oh, who's calling me? Oh, it's my girlfriend. Look at that. Alright, guys. I low-key got a bit of mango. I got a little hungry. 5-minute. Where did we leave off? We left off at a win. This is a screenshot I took. Wait, this isn't the trade I took. What was this one, right? Yeah, there you go. Alright, that's where we left off. Yeah, that's exactly where we left off. Alright, perfect. Fucking love mango, bro. What? Okay, that was a huge rejection, by the way. I would say the safest area to actually trust is going to be the tap into this Peter Ray. We could just see price continue higher. Forming an inverse, tapped into this Peter Ray, price is rejecting. We're likely going to continue lower. No, fuck no. We swept out that London high now. Break of caught to the same side. We just swept out liquidity, so this could be a potential reversal. Just work structure this high, meaning we likely will retrace before we continue any higher. Just not ideal, obviously, but it's just hard to sell, though. This is not Stay Scheming by Rick Ross. Oh, the world. I love mango, man. Oh my god, we're done with all the videos. Oh, I'm hoping my camera doesn't die. This is really the last. Oh, we got like 2 more videos. My camera's about to die too, which is actually funny. Alright. There you go. Just swap this high. Let's see what price does. Swapped out London high, which is very prominent. Nope. Looks like price did not do anything related to what I expected it to move, so this Rick Ross is too loud. Sorry, Rick Ross. I'm gonna listen to 9 by Drake. Hey, Django, Django. Oh, this is the last piece of mango I got. What the heck is that? Oh, the top of the mango. That's so fucking good. Alright, this is a short I would take. We have to broke structure. Price was supposed to retrace, right? But it's different when we see this pattern right here. Okay? Let's see what price does off this right here. I already took my trade, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. Basically the same thing as this trade down here, but it's a little bit more different. I'm gonna take a short. If we swap liquidity, that would be amazing. 1 minute. Just pushing up. We might have to rebalance everything out before we continue any higher. Looks like what's protecting my stop loss is this PD array. Maybe we could push into that and look for rejection. That's exactly what we... Oh, you know what? Regardless of what it's TP. Wow, bro. Thank God this bowl wasn't full of cereal. Another chocolate color chicken. I'm gonna take it, but regardless. No chocolate chicken. There's that rejection off that PD array. Price pushes back. Alright, so could have we held? Exactly where? I'm not too sure, so don't even question me. Alright, now we have another potential reversal. If we had a PD array, we do have this PD array actually, so this is another potential reversal. Not the strongest, but let's see what price does. I mean, it looks like we just swept out liquidity too, so. Oh, wait. Never mind, I was gonna say, unless this is news, but it's not. Alright, well, clearly, just made equal lows, meaning there is liquidity down here. Well, not equal lows, but we made a low next to this area, so there's kind of liquidity here. I don't know. Price rejects, as expected. Sweeps that area of liquidity. Good amount too. So off this trade, it's very interesting the way it moved. Okay, we just tapped into that PD array that I was looking at right there. Before this trade candle formed, I was talking about this PD array when I told you guys there is a PD array down there. I was talking about this little tiny guy right here. Still prominent. MJ in every way. Now, although this PD array is tiny, it's still considered a PD array, and we are seeing price respect that PD array, and we're in an uptrend. Potential PD array forming, price might want to invalidate it before we actually fill it, which is the confluence that's taking this trade. Okay, let's see what price does. In 1 minute, it looks a little bit skeptical in my opinion, but we're also kind of. Let's just see what. All right, it would have been take profit. Looks like the rejection off that PD array was strong enough. All right, cool. Rejection and stop loss right after, which is kind of funny. All right, there's that trade. It looks like price was interested in these PD arrays down here. You get a long. Yeah, you get a long. Not really the most interesting, but let's see what price does from here. Obviously, so we could say that we are. This one's a little skeptical. I wouldn't want to take this, obviously, regardless, but this wrap's no good. Better telling me the check's no good. Good. Alright, so swept out this low, swept out these lows. It looks like we are. Dang. Looks like we closed below the equilibrium. We're starting to see some rejection. We're seeing sell power come back in. But regardless, price ends up allowing us to take profit. So this bullish hammer, these double bullish hammers do end up working. I'm so tired of really looking into why it ended up working. Looks like there's just clearly liquidity up here. We do have these highs up here stacking upon each other. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. It looks like I would low-key be against the trade. We just swept this high, pushing back into this P array. I would low-key be against this trade right here. I don't see why exactly it ended up going that way, but ideally, yes, off the 5 minute, I would tell you to long if I was going off 5 minute structure, inside structure trades only. If we hop into the lower time frame, I don't even want to get into these time frames because that would just be absolutely chaotic. 5 minute and 1 minute are the only things I'm currently looking at. Oh, my armpits are so itchy. Higher time frame. Higher time frame. That'd be a little bit difficult. That would be definitely a lot more difficult than it should be. It shouldn't be that difficult. Alright, whatever. Let's continue. This is 7:49. Guys, I'm getting tired. Jeez, I'm gonna go to the hour. Just call it there. I did not sleep for shit. To be fair, I already backtested a good amount, so call it quits after that. There you go. So price makes a double bearish candle reversal and a uptrend. Not an ideal trade I would want to take, but let's see what price does. Yeah, keychain on jang. I want to do major things. MJ in every way. So it looks like we just swept out this high, made this high. Jangling. I want to do major things. MJ in every way. I just don't fade away. So we just swept out these highs. We have not swept out this high, but this can offer us rejection back into this PD array. Let's see what price does. It looks like we're stopped out. We get really close though, but we get stopped out. Looks like overall the trend is up, so we would not want to take that trade regardless. We want to correlate a trade or a potential trade with a confluence right here. This would be simple retracement to the area of retracement. I'm not even going to mark it out because I'm tired. One, looks like it did end up working right here. Keychain going dang. Oh, you know what? Never mind. You got stopped out, literally top tick, stop loss, and then you get to take profit right away. Which would suck, but thankfully I don't trade at this time. This is already 8, so I shouldn't even be marking this out, but whatever. And then price does do whatever else it's going to do. Alright, next day, please. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, we got March. Monday, March 3. Mom's in the room, no rap's no good. Alright, so we're officially in March. I know price action gets pretty difficult around here, and April's just, I don't even want to talk about April. April was very, very traumatizing for me, because I actually bought an eval, and I was so happy that I bought the eval because I was actually seeing profitability from these FX replay backtesting sessions. And then Trump decided to talk about, what was it, war or trade? The trades or the war kicked in. I think it was the tariffs. The tariffs came in, and that just completely ruined a lot of things for me. Keychain going jangling. Alright, so we only need to look out for 6:45 and 7 a.m. news here. Cool. Alright, well, what do we see price is currently doing? We are currently uptrending. Well, previously we had broken structure to the downside, made this low, made this high, made this low. Did we break above this high? That's the real question. We have this high, we basically broke structure, so that's considered an uptrend if we make a higher high, which we do. So we have this high, we have this low, we have this lower high, price in this place to the downside, right? So now we're officially downtrending, make this low, but then we see price do what? Break structure to the upside, meaning at some point we're in a uptrend, but then price ends up making a high, and then price ends up... Alright, we're back. Sorry, guys. I had to go put some stuff away. Still listening to Drake, though, so we're all good. So this one's a little bit weird, but this is considered a break of structure to the opposing side. Okay, so this is a little choppy, but whatever. Second candlestick retracement. This will be a potential long. Obviously, due to no PA pattern, I'm not interested. If this was a bullish candle, I would probably take this long, but this is not. So let's see what price does. 1 minute confluence. Swept this low. We left a PD array in the middle, meaning we're clearly in bearish order flow, but looks like we're kind of pushing back into it. So it's kind of risky because my nothing prominent. So we have to tap into some type of PD array or something. Guys, I'm not loud. My mom says I'm loud. I'm not loud. It's like 1 a.m. That's why. So we just swept these lows, but ideally we are expecting these PD arrays on the 1 minute over here, but they're not really that prominent. To me, at least, right? To me, at least, they're not really that prominent. It'd be very difficult to go back and look at every PD array. That's the thing. But ideally, when I want to take this trade, especially because we could reject at the PD array, yeah, not ideal. We left that for value gap. That clearly tells me we're into bearish order flow. Cool. And then it looks like we sweep out something prominent. I don't know exactly what. Or did we just tap into... Oh, we tapped into this PD array with this loan there, and then price rejected off that. Very interesting. And price sent complete buying power after that to the area of retracement. Retracement is revisited, and rejection is fair. And that is when you could have shorted that, right? We break structure to the downside. Let's see here. Right here. This is a trade I will take. Let's look at it. This is 6:45. 6:45. I cannot take this. Okay, close that candle after. Okay, well, it's a little bit risky in my opinion. Not ideal. Not really ideal. We just risks for value gap. But pretending that we don't see that. We're just going to go based off what I would see on the 5 minute. Take profits at 10. So plus it's 9, 7. So the reason why off the 5 minute right away is we pretty much just closed below this first presented for value gap. On the 1 minute though, we just swept this low down here. swept some type. Okay, we are tapping into this PD array, which is possible to give us some type of reaction. At least a retracement back to this, or just feel this potential PD array being formed right now. It's long it. Wait, let me just make sure what long this. This is a double bearish candlestick pattern and a PD array. Yes. Alright, so let's go along that shit. Place order. Buy 4 contracts. I think it's a solid trade. I mean, let's talk about it before we actually take it. So the reason why I would want to take this trade, where we're taking along, have a potential PD array forming. We just broke structure on the woman as well, which could actually end up making us a lower high. I mean a lower low, right? So we broke structure on the downside. Oh man, this trade is complicated. Alright guys, I'm gonna have to end in the next 10 minutes. My monitor's telling me I'm speaking way too loud about that. But okay. Well, you know what guys? I don't really like this trade. I'm not gonna lie. I'm barely noticing that. Yeah, this is kind of risky. Alright, whatever. If it's a win, we get CY. If it's a loss, we get CY. If it's a win, it's because that PD array we just tapped into from previous day is clearly strong enough. Well, let's just see what price does. I can see why it would be a loss more though. Yeah, we're gonna get stopped out. Oh my. Oh, no way. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that's this. Oh, that's actually hella this. That's actually crazy. No, that one's actually insane. Yeah, that one's actually just unfortunate. Yeah. Keychain one. Yeah, that was just unfortunate. Whatever. Loss. No big deal. So to be fair, let's see. Alright, so this one's just unfortunate in my opinion. We got stopped. We literally got so close to hitting TP. So I guess we could say that PD array we tapped into. Maybe it wasn't ideal taking this. I don't know. To me, I'm just gonna ignore this. I'm just gonna move on, dude. Because it's like that PD array we had previously that had that low combined. It did offer us a little bit of rejection to push 9 ticks up. But I guess this clearly tells me that. I'll explain this in a minute. But this clearly tells me that we're in a lot of bearish order flow. You guys know what I'm talking about? We broke structure to the downside. And then guess what? We even left inversely fair value gap. That tells me, okay, we're in some pretty strong bearish order flow. We just got very unfortunate. And obviously price does proceed to my take profit. Let's see if price does push back up though. Yeah, to me this one's just unfortunate. I really can't do. Alright, I can't really tell you much to be honest. There you go. Price does push more bearish, I guess. Alright, whatever. Let's just go and continue. 5 minutes. There we go. Unfortunate. Nothing I can really do about it. Just gonna have to move on and continue. What the heck is going on? I'm pretty serious. It's 650. 650. I mean, I could see pretty much what ended up happening. We had a double bearish candlestick pattern outside of structure. It was very likely to fill. We had that potential for value forming all these other shenanigans. Yeah, we had a lot of confidences on the 1 minute though. It clearly tells me we're more bearish than we are bullish. So I guess that's the reason why. I mean, we got pretty close to take profit though, to be fair. We got very close to take profit. Unfortunate, but whatever. Come on. Rough. Down. Where is drive at? I'm gonna end it here, guys. I'm just gonna end it at this loss. I don't really care. Yeah, guys, pretty much that was today's backtesting session. Overall, we had a pretty solid day. We only had 1 loss, and we took like 10 trades, so I'm pretty happy. That's like literally, no, we took like, we'll count right now how many trades we actually ended up. Oh, fuck. I did not mean to upload it here. No. Okay, whatever, that was fast. Doesn't matter. Take this long here. This was the 5 minute. Then this was the 1 minute. gonna upload that here. Cool. 1 minute and then 5 minute. Yes. This was 2/29/25. Yes, I'm not upset at all. Oh no, we're in March 3. 3/03/25. Yeah, not upset at all. It is what it is. It's just a way to start the month. Yeah, so in total we took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and out of those 8 trades in total, 2 of them were losses. Meaning that's pretty solid. 2 out of 6 is really good. 6 out of what would that be? It'd be 6 out of 8 trades were solid. So that'd be like an 80%, I think. That's good, guys. All right. Well, good night, guys. I'm gonna be going to bed. Wish me luck on my job interview tomorrow. Hopefully we get the job. And if we don't, hopefully we get funded and hopefully we get payout soon. Because that would be the ultimate. I'd prefer that. Whatever is going to happen tomorrow if I do get the job. Good night, guys. Stay blessed. Love you guys. And see you tomorrow for day 15. Be safe and God bless.